talk about the motivation behind the storyline. How was it first proposed to you, what you're going to do?
It just proposed to me like, you know, I got to further my career. And I can't further my career making friends. You understand? So, and being the ambitious type fella I was, I'm all for it. And it's gonna put some money in some people's pocket. And to my most benefit, it's going in mine. So, anyway, it's all good in this business. It's the way this business is run. But this is the element in the heart of the Deep South. This has got to really work. I mean, in order for it to work, it's got to be some changes in styles, changes in mental attitudes and psychology, and, you know, everything just got to change. It's no more me going around shaking hands, kissing babies, that's for sure. You know, I got to get plumb raw dog mean and nasty and tricky and just downright backstabbish.
Were you okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's more to my, healing was more to my style anyway, you know. Just take the shortcuts.
Had you wanted to be a heel even before you came in?
No, not really.
Okay.
But it savored my hunger for you know, advancement in professional wrestling business. So shoot, I just took to it like a duck took to water. I had a good mentor. I had Ernie Ladd, one of the biggest and the baddest heels in the whole world at one time in his day. When he got done playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, he was a formidable opponent and a big one. And he went around, he done wrestled the Giant Baba, the Nokis, and Don Leo Johnson, and let's not mention the Big Andre, the Big Boss. So, you know, and he just had that charisma. He had that walk. He had that talk, and he really helped me improve my rap when it comes to cutting interviews and getting to the point, talking real doo-doo. I do it because I took a lot of pointers from him.
It was one of the biggest contributors to a talent success back then, was the ability to talk people in the building. You could probably argue as important as anything you did in the ring.
If you can't talk, if you really ain't got that much on rap, you're not gonna be that successful. You're not gonna make that much money. You're not gonna make the bucks like you should.
Right.
Because you gotta have that. You gotta have that gift of gab. You gotta talk to talk and walk to walk. You know.
You remember anything specific that Ladd told you to help you with a promo?
Yeah, I can remember a few things. Get them joggle around in my mind. He taught me things that would come up to me. You know, he gave me little pointers about how I could talk, and especially with a black man, I could say things that a white man couldn't say. You know, I call dog field hands. I call him, you know, greasy, nasty, cotton picking, nappy-headed, greasy, a greasy old nasty raunchy dog, you know. I could call him, what else did I call him? I call him a house boy.
Right.
And everything else, you know, and there's just things like that I could say, get away with it. And it really catch on. Very the black community, man, let me put it to you like this. You know, I had to fight off some of my people, just more of my people I did white folk.
I was going to ask you, were you concerned at all with that? I mean, because it's one thing to run in the ring and do something dirty to the baby face, but now there's a whole community of folk that
Yeah.
You're insulting.
All around a big 4-state area.
Yeah, and this was a town, this was a territory noted for its passionate fans.
Yeah, very half violent.
Yeah, so talk to me about dealing with that when you were turning on Dog.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's one time in Baton Rouge, I'll tell you this one. Yeah, I just had done something, run in the ring and helped Buddy Landell out, I believe. The Dog was whooping him pretty good. So I went in, gave him a little assistance, and hit him from behind, snuck on back out, walking back, on my way back. There's this black guy, he done went, stuck his arm out and shoved me back. Where you think you going? I said, I'm going up your ass. And I had to whoop him right there in front of everybody. You understand? It was either me or just stand there and talk a whole lot of jack to him, smack to him, and I could wind up maybe with a daggone pocket knife in my back or something like that. You don't have time to play around with them fans, trying to be tough with them. You get them out of your way, keep yourself going back to the dressing room. Okay. After you do some deeds like I've done, and you don't play with them. You just, boom, take them out and get back to that dressing room quick as you can and keep an eye on your back. And this was one time, and that scared me in Baton Rouge. He just I'm going down the aisle, back. And he just stepped out there and shoved me. Where do you think you're going? I told him where I was going. That's where I went. And while he was out there trying to gather up his pieces. And another time down in New Orleans. Well, this is after I'd done the deed. This is after I won the North American title. Okay, after this match, down the Superdome. This was real close, and it was real touch and go. Me and my lady friend was walking back to my car, and there was already a bunch of them out there. It looked like a tribe of Zulus, mixed with Irish and Cajun cream. You know, French Cajun cream. Oh, they were all out there.
Had them all out.
Butch Reed, you best go home, and you best to watch your back around here from now. And whiz, I went a rock by my girl's head. It just missed her head. I heard the wind on it, and it hit my car. And missed her. That made me killing mad. But it hit my car, and that just made me mad. And that's too close. So I just went in my car, and I pulled out a .357 Magnum on a 44 frame. I said, everybody better go home now and fast. Bam, bam. And I smoked it twice. You ought to seen people disappear like roaches then. Here, I wasn't going down it wasn't gonna be my last stand. But that's was how touch and go it was. That's how serious it was.
What about damage? I was going to ask you, like, would you have to park your car far from the venue so that fans didn't get to it or identify that, ooh, that's Butch's car?
Yeah. You know, but anyway, I wasn't worried too much about it because we had security out there. You know.
Outside the venue.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had pretty good security, but when it was not now, I'd be parked maybe up in so close to the building, I'd be in it. You know what I mean? Because they're noted to vandalize your property like that. It's been several of the guys that's had severe damage to some of their vehicles in the past, in them days, you know.
Were the cops good to you in protecting you, or did they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were smartened up.
They wasn't all that smart, but they had a lot of respect. You know, they had a lot of respect for major athletes like that down in there, and also we respected them. You know, I've been stopped on the side of the road and might have been a little tipsy, everything by the state patrol. All right, Butch, this is my parish. Will you please just slow down and don't drink no more till you get home, okay? You know, and you have a good day. I'm just going to escort you down the road a little bit just to check you out, see if you're not weaving or nothing. Don't get nervous, because if you do, I'm going to give you a ride home. Things like that would happen.
What was the favorite post-match cocktail? Was it beer? Did you like a little Hennessy? What was the?
It was beer and bourbon for me.
A little bit of the smoke, a little bit of the good stuff.
No, every once in a blue, I couldn't handle that too much.
No.
You know, I get too dizzy, too silly. You know,
Okay.
just.
Dog did all right with it, right?
Oh hell yeah, he done excellent with it. They didn't call him the atomic dog for nothing now. You know.
Dog did okay with everything, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was a good person, wonderful person.
A to the Z.
You know, God rest his soul.